Tonight on NewsWatch 12 at 6, structure fire sparked throughout Jackson County. We are sharing the latest details on how you can stay fire safe. Plus, the Grants Pass Police Department seeking this suspect. What we know in the bike theft case coming up.
And after pretty dry weather as of late, tracking the return of some rain later this week. I'll have the details on timing of wet weather as the week progresses coming up.
Live, local, late breaking. This is NewsWatch 12 at 6.
A busy afternoon for local firefighters. They battled 3 structure fires in Jackson County this afternoon alone. Thanks for joining us for NewsWatch 12 at 6. I'm Damien Alvarado. The fires were reported in Shady Cove, Central Point, and Medford in the last 5 hours. NewsWatch 12 was at the scene of the Medford structure, where homeowners told us that this fire started in the garage. Luckily, everyone is okay. Medford Fire says the fire has been knocked down, but the cause remains under investigation. Right now, Ashland is working to be prepared this fire season and every fire season to come. And it starts with a community meeting. NewsWatch 12's Rocky Walker joins us live from Ashland, where that workshop is just beginning. Rocky, what can you tell us?
Well, Damien, like you said, the city of Ashland really is preparing for wildfire season. People are really starting to flood in. I see just within my eyes right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 people walking in right now. They said about 100 people RSVP'd, and they expect a lot more than that. You know, you didn't have to register to come to this event. What the event is talking about today really is preparedness for fire season, meaning having a go bag. What should be in it? How to make sure your home is prepared and safe against fires spreading, knowing your evacuation routes. It's really just an all-around encapsulation of what you should know. And they were saying that this is important because here in Southern Oregon, we've really had to become accustomed to raging wildfires, and the community has to grow along with it. And they were telling me, the mayor even said that this isn't just important for Ashland, but for the Rogue Valley as a whole. You know, this isn't just for the city. This is information that they're hoping could keep you at home safe this fire season. I'm going to be inside of this meeting, and tonight at 11, I'll be giving you a lot more details, and at 6:30, I'll be giving you another look in. But until then, reporting live in Ashland, I'm Rocky Walker.
Thank you, Rocky. And we do have details about staying fire wise and fire safe on our website, kdrv.com. Ashland Fire and Rescue also preparing for fire season with a controlled burn today. These burns are a part of firefighter training in the Ashland watershed. These trainings will also take place tomorrow and April 30th. Smoke is not expected to impact the community. However, there may be smoke near the Wander Trail. The Shasta Trinity National Forest will be conducting prescribed burns tomorrow. The National Forest Agency says the prescribed burns will cover over 600 acres, about 8 miles east of McLeod and about a quarter mile north of Highway 89. The burns are expected to last 1 day, but for 2 to 4 days after, there could be some additional cleanup. Smoke may be seen in the burn area during the operations. And now let's go ahead and check in with Storm Tracker 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman with a look at what we're seeing out there right now.
Yeah, very quiet conditions, Damien. We have lots of sunshine across Southern Oregon and Northern California. Temperatures very pleasant, sitting at 69 degrees in Medford, at 63 in Klamath Falls, 68 in Mount Shasta. Cooler in Gold Beach, right now 52 degrees, where winds are rather gusty. But in Brookings, that offshore wind component helping to warm things up at 65 degrees in Brookings. We're at 69 in Montague, at 68 in Grants Pass, 60 in Lakeview, and we're down to 56 now up in Chemult. Winds, a bit of a breeze picking up for most inland areas, but definitely the gustier winds have been along the coast. Gusts up to 37 miles per hour in Gold Beach, gusts up over 40 miles per hour down in Crescent City. Tonight, clear skies, chilly temperatures expected, down to 38 in Medford, 29 in Klamath Falls, but we will see another fairly pleasant day tomorrow. Temperatures fairly on par with today, maybe a little bit cooler in some spots, up to 69 in Medford, 68 in Grants Pass, and getting up to around 64 degrees in Klamath Falls. But tracking the potential for showers and even some thunderstorms in the days ahead. I'll talk timing of wet weather and a significant cool down expected into the weekend. It's all coming up in just a bit. Damien.
Thank you, Matt. Umpqua Community College is mourning the loss of 2 members of the softball team after a fatal crash this weekend. One of the victims' family members speaking to us about this accident, which is a tragedy. She reflected on the impact softball has had on Jamie's life.
She poured her heart and soul in. So she did everything she could to help build the team. Obviously, the school didn't have a field built yet, and I know they were in the works making that happen.
We will have a closer look at the loss of the communities which they are facing, a deeper look at that at 6:30 p.m. Now take a look at your screens. The Grants Pass Police Department is asking for help in identifying this person in connection to a bike theft. Police say he stole a bike of a 14-year-old who had momentarily left it unattended. The incident happened near the intersection of Southwest 8th Street and Southwest 6th Street. If you have any information, you can contact the Grants Pass Police Department. You may not want to wander too far from your car when you go hiking. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office put out a warning about car break-ins. Deputies are investigating multiple unlawful entries into a motor vehicle case. The break-ins occurred at the Table Rock Hiking Trail parking lots and at the Rogue River and the Tillamook Falls Day-Use parking lot. JCSO deputies have increased patrol in these areas but urge the public to be cautious. Remember to not leave valuables in your car. If your belongings are visible, it will increase the likelihood that a thief will target your car. The Grants Pass resident is now dead after being hit by a car on Tuesday. Oregon State Police say 31-year-old Kel Luke was struck by a car while walking into the roadway on Highway 199. Police say Kel died on scene while the driver of the car was uninjured. You can find more details on this on kdrv.com. Today, Oregon Governor Tina Kotek says state leaders need to be serious about supporting the salmon population. I asked her what her team is doing to support local hatcheries. Kotek responding that she is a strong supporter of making strong hatchery policies and forest plans that protect salmon. Last week, a group of Oregon lawmakers called on the U.S. Department of Commerce to declare a federal fishery resource disaster for 2024. Democratic lawmakers say their goal is to address low Chinook salmon populations and the impact that's having on the commercial fishing industry.
Have to be serious about each one of those things that we know from a science perspective will help them, because we're fighting the ocean being in a very different spot right now, and that is affecting our coastal fisheries for sure.
According to the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife, Oregon's commercial fishing industry generates more than $640 million each year. However, lawmakers say climate change has increased drought and is shifting ocean conditions, which is affecting Chinook salmon. A federal fishery disaster declaration aims to support workers while working on long-term solutions. And healthcare continues to drive Oregon's job growth. Healthcare added 4,600 jobs in March, and most of them are tied to workers returning from the Providence nurses strike. It's part of a national trend, with healthcare and social assistance leading the way in post-pandemic recovery. Oregon has added nearly 30,000 jobs since January 2023, but growth remains modest overall. The state's unemployment rate rose to 4.6% last month, just above the national average. Beginning today, those visiting the Medford City Hall will now have a designated entrance. The city announcing that visitors will now have to use the south entrance on South Ivy Street to enter the building. All other entrances are reserved for city staff. Visitors will be required to pass through a metal detector and are asked to not bring oversized items, including bags and backpacks. Security staff will be present during business hours and after-hour meetings. A major fundraiser is happening Tuesday night at Roxanne Winery, all to support a young boy fighting a rare and deadly disease. We told you about 10-year-old William's story last week. He has Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and the Jackson family partnered with Roxanne Winery to host the event, which includes dinner, wine, live music, and an auction, all to raise money for a treatment fund.
Even if you can't come to the event or you're busy or it fills up tomorrow, every dollar counts. We just hope that people kind of see the importance of the cause that we're trying to raise money for, and will be willing to give whatever they can.
Day is one of 8 rowers preparing to raft 157 miles down the Rogue River this Friday. They hope to raise $800,000. When our news team talked to William's father, he said this mission is about more than just one boy. It's about hope for every family touched by rare disease. And people from across the region have raised over $450,000. You can find more details online. Schools across Central and Southern Oregon take on a challenge from Sparrow Clubs. The organization provides kids the opportunity to help other kids with medical needs. Well, Grants Pass High School has taken on this challenge this year, but it's directly impacting one of their own.
The Grants Pass leadership class has spent their year working to complete their service hours, getting close, if not completing their goal.
We always do a really great job with our community service hours, and we always get a lot. We had our father-daughter dance this fall to raise money for our Sparrow.
The father-daughter dance was a top fundraiser and an opportunity for Tasha to return to the high school where she spent her freshman year.
I really appreciate it. It definitely shows a lot and everything from myself thinking I was like alone in this whole situation kind of thing. And then all of a sudden my old school now like helping. It's nice.
Grants Pass even raised just under $2,500 through a coin drive, with all that money going towards Tasha medical needs for her stage 4 neuroblastoma.
It's hard to put it in words and everything, but I'm really thankful because our family's without so many worries in such a hard time.
Tasha continuing to battle her cancer, soon to have her numbers checked through bone marrow samples. And even as Tasha faces this treatment, Grants Pass High School is putting their support behind her however they can.
So we spend a lot of time working on it and just doing things and making sure it's all as perfect as it can be.
It definitely feels like I found my community. I mean, it sucks.
Reporting in Grants Pass
on how I found it, but it's nice to know that I have it.